Now on to the commodities analysis, and for commodities we're going to analyze three setups. We're going to look at gold, and then we look at silver, and then we look at oil. This is the gold chart, and let's go to the top-down analysis for gold. This is the monthly chart for gold, and there's something I want us to see which is extremely important. This represents gold historically from 1998, and as you can see, we are on an ascending channel generally. The highest price hit initially was at around, let me do this, price came and retested the highest of 1919 back in 2000. This is 2011. Since then, price has been coming down, and it hit the lowest in 2016 at 1012. I don't think price is ever going to come back to 1012 again for gold. I don't think so, because as you can see on this ascending channel, the next higher after 1012, which was in 2016, price has been forming higher lows. This was the next higher low at 1067, out of which price sharply went up and broke the previous high of 1911 to form a new high of 2070. And from there, we have been consolidating. This to me looks more of a double top, meaning if this is a double top, guys, if this is a double top, then guess what? Then our buyers in the medium to long term meaning a couple of months, in the next couple of months, we are extremely keen on observing a bearish bias, at least to retest this area marked as 14, any place between 14 to 1500 before we see a further move to the upside. That's number one. Mark that. So in a few months down, from a long-term view, we are on an ascending channel, which means bullish, but in the medium, we are on a bearish sentiment. As you can see, short term, this is still a sell. Ultimately, up to the 14 to 1500 area, which will give us now a further direction to the upside like this. Let me show you. Which will then now give us a further direction to the upside, like this, to the 25-27 area as our long-term target take profit. So any time you see price coming to the 14 to 1500 area, guys, if you buy this and hold it for a couple of years, then definitely be very certain that we're getting to the 2750 area. Can you see that? That is the top, that is the long-term view of gold. Let's come to the weekly view of gold. So as you can see, we had a retracement to retest the previous weekly order block, which is represented by this blue box. Are we together up to there? Now our target was to sell these to retest the previous support area, which has not been broken for several weeks. As you can see, that is the 1683.50 area. And if we go to the daily, that's why we are still holding that trade from the blue box, which we are holding it up to the 1683.50 as our take profit. So far the trade is going up. Well, any opportunity you get for a retracement is just a further confirmation of a further sell to the downside. So this is also one of our strongest setups for this week. And as you can see, we are in profit. The same case goes with silver. Silver, when you look at it from the monthly, silver from the monthly represents something similar to gold. Let me just show you something. That is silver for you. So let me do something here. For silver, we have to be extremely careful because there's a very high probability that we may not retest this line. Instead, the market can just bounce and still keep on going up and up and up. But this area forms our long-term blue box. This area, guys, forms our long-term blue box. Why is that? Because you can see we have a strong let me do it like that and then bring this back. That is a blue box. You can see we have had an extremely difficult challenge breaking past this area of 13.916. The last time price broke that, it basically created a false move to the downside to retest the 10.0 area and sharply closed for the month above the 13.96, and price has been going up from that particular point. So what does that tell us? Should we have a retest, then it will look like this. Based on the gold setup, should we have a retest, the retest will look something like this. Will look something like, it will be something like this. It will be something like that. So this is our blue box area, the 13.916. Anything below 14 is an extremely critical place to start adding buys onto this thing, because from there we definitely expect price to break these previous highs of 29.3 to 30 thereabout, to break this high of 30.184. We definitely expect it to break there. So if that is from the monthly, the weekly, therefore, we're still on a bearish. This forms our blue box. And when I say blue box, basically it means our entry area. Going down to the daily, that is where we enter the market on the blue box, and you can see we are still holding into this trade up to the 17.877 area. One of our fantastic trades for this week. And then finally we have oil. Oil is an interesting character. Generally, oil, from a top-down analysis, we are still on a consolidation area, but that consolidation, at least we're looking at the 61.8. it has to break past the 50% retracement in the medium term, which is represented by 78.52. between that and 63.63, so that forms our long-term bullish box there. But where the market is seated right now, we are on this descending channel, as you can see. So for this particular week, we'll stay off the market Anything that gives us an opportunity to buy, we are not buying. We're looking at opportunities to further sell. So we'll see how this price consolidates. Any retracements to the upside, at least especially to the 110.02 area, will give us an opportunity to enter a resell that will drive us down to at least the 78.52 and further down to the 63.63 area. So this represents 110 represents our blue box for our bearish setups. I'll keep on updating these as we move into the new, as the market gives us opportunities into the future weeks ahead. As you can see, price is still consolidating, nothing really good, no opportunity there on the daily chart. So let's look at it from the weekly. We may be off this market for a couple of days or a couple of 1 or 2, 3 weeks until we get to a place where we have a strong confirmation of a further sell. That is where we can jump on this one. And guys, that brings us to the end of our weekly market analysis for commodities. Happy trading and good hunting.